We're here in Khanty-Mansi. The oil fields located here provide almost half of Russia's oil production. This is the Alexander Zhagrin field. In December of last year, its cumulative production reached 25 million tons of oil. And this is far from the limit. About how the people work and live here, extracting one of the most valuable resources of our country, we will tell you right now. The Alexander Jagrin field in Ugra is part of a large production hub with reserves of 500 million tons of oil. The main facility of the field is the oil treatment plant. Extracted materials arrive here, from which gas and water are separated. This is necessary in order to obtain pure oil, which meets all the required quality standards before transportation. Everything here has long been automated. Today, all the parameters of the oil treatment plant are controlled remotely by a few operators. At the facility, continuous analysis is conducted to monitor the incoming fluid, which allows for automatic regulation of technological parameters, such as pressure and temperature. But behind every technological system, there are still people. The Alexander Jagrin field was discovered in 2017. During the first stage, while the infrastructure and a permanent residential complex were being built, shift workers lived in a trailer camp. We ate at this table right here. Here we had a microwave, a kettle. We cooked our own food here. Also there's a fridge, a wardrobe. This is how we lived. Lead engineer Nikolai lived in a trailer for several years. Despite the compact space, he says the conditions were comfortable. Heated floors, high-speed internet, and a private bathroom. For years, he shared his space with a colleague, and they became close friends. Now their families interact, and they visit each other. There is a certain charm, a romance to the shift work. The memories I have are very pleasant and warm. You live with a colleague for a month, sharing daily life. If you come into the trailer, look around, and your colleague isn't there, you call immediately asking, "Where are you? Is everything okay? Maybe I should come and help." Recently, trailers are being replaced by modular residential complexes. Shift workers are accommodated in them from the first days of field development and live there until permanent complexes are opened. The average time it takes to build these modular structures is from 90 to 100 days, which allows them to be assembled quickly, and then, if necessary, disassembled and transported to some other field. The main advantage of modular buildings is that everything is under one roof. Rooms, an office, a gym, a cafeteria. To go for lunch or a meeting, there is no need to go outside, like in trailer camps. This is especially important in the climate of the far north. The more the infrastructure of the field developed, the more comfortable the workers' lives became. And if initially their first home here looked like this, now the shift workers live in completely different, new conditions. Full furniture, smart home tech, AC, and biodynamic lighting. Its temperature and brightness change throughout the day, mimicking a natural sunrise or sunset to help a person wake up and fall asleep easier. Such modules are for one person. It is a kind of luxury to live on a shift without neighbors. "Hi, sweetie, look what I have." The toy is a gift for his 3-year-old daughter Zlata, which Nikolai will bring back home. The man works at the field for a month at a time. Communicating with his family helps to bear the separation. Recently, he moved into a new camp complex and lives in an individual module. Here, he has the opportunity to talk to his family in private. On a shift, this is especially valuable. And when you first moved in here, what was your initial impression? "I thought I was somewhere in space, on some kind of space station." Really, that much? Well, yes, it's incredible. Somewhere in the middle of the Taiga, they built such a huge residential complex. The oil field is 500 kilometers away from Khanty-Mansi, deep in the Taiga, far from civilization. This is exactly where Gazprom built the first multifunctional residential complex in Russia. During their shift, it becomes practically a home for the oil workers. The life of the personnel has changed drastically since we moved into this complex. As the social and living conditions improved, so did the psychological mood of the staff. The socio-psychological climate as a whole has improved, and people can feel at ease, let's say, in a home-like environment. It is a real modern metropolis, a large, stylish, bright space where all living conditions have been created, well-planned right from the entrance. For example, returning from work, employees head straight to the cloakroom to leave their clothes in the drying cabinets. You finish a technological task at the well, get a bit wet, come in, place your clothes. You can set a timer, a specific time, as well as set the temperature degrees and start it. And you can calmly go to lunch, warm up, drink some delicious tea, come back, and your clothes are already dry. The entrance features an atrium with 12-meter ceilings, a cozy lounge area with soft armchairs, sofas, and live trees. Here you can have a coffee, chat with colleagues, or hold an official event by setting up a temporary stage. Nearby is a shop with fresh fruits, vegetables, dairy products, sweets, and drinks. And after shopping, you can drop by the neighboring barber shop. Here you can get a haircut or trim your beard. The barber can handle any request. It's not only convenient, but affordable. Prices are at least twice as low as in city salons. Some didn't have time to get a haircut at home. Some are leaving work and want it done here, so as not to waste their time at home. It's all fast, comfortable, without queues or appointments. A barbershop in the Taiga isn't the biggest surprise. The Shift complex has a massage room and even a bath area, with several saunas of different temperatures, a hammam, and cedar barrels. Actually, this is one of the most visited places in this complex. Because after a hard-working day, and the majority of our employees are precisely field workers, it allows them to recover here. You can also recover from work actively, with colleagues who became friends. The complex has a space for video games, billiard, and table tennis tables. Moreover, all these areas are available at any time. There's lots of gym equipment and treadmills. There is a boxing section and a team sports hall, where according to the schedule, there are trainings or competitions in basketball, volleyball, and football. When we first arrived, we were just incredibly surprised that something like this could even exist at an oil field. This flipped my whole view of shift work. The Shift complex is located just a few minutes from the field. Oil workers spend almost no time commuting, and for some employees, it is enough to go up to the second floor to be at their workplace in the geological and technological center. This is, let's say, the brain of this field, where all the detailed information flows, from the intake pressure, which is measured deep underground, to the atmospheric air temperature, which is located at the entrance to the residential complex. Work is, of course, important, but you shouldn't forget about lunch either. Here in the complex, the meals are thought out perfectly. It's not just a cafeteria, but a true personalized approach, a whole catering system where everyone will certainly find a dish to their liking and needs. These special green markings will indicate which dishes are Lenten or vegetarian, as well as low-calorie or lactose and gluten-free dishes. Hello, I'll have this broth, please. So your dietary habits here on the Shift will definitely be fine. Thank you. The menu features a variety of dishes, meat, fish, side dishes, several types of soups, and everything is made fresh right here in the kitchen. The chef's task is not just to feed, but to take care of the shift workers while they are far from home. There are even national cuisine days here. In addition to the main menu, the oil workers are introduced to the variety of culinary traditions of the world. Do you celebrate holidays here? We do celebrate holidays, and our employees have birthdays. We have our own pastry cakes, we bake them, we congratulate them. All this is done in a homey way, with applause, with congratulations. At the end of the day, there is a virtual football tournament, so they can develop not only sports skills, but also esports skills. Such competitions in the atrium on the big screen are held about once a season. After work, it's really cool to chat with someone, play a game. To reboot basically too, because I don't just play, I also chat with interesting people. That is, the greatest pleasure is interacting with people. Meet the modern work camp. With game consoles, spacious premises, single rooms, a gym, and amenities that are hard to imagine in the middle of the Taiga. They will be extracting oil at the Alexander Jagrin field for many years to come. To implement such a large-scale project, Gazprom Neft needs the best specialists from all over the country, and better conditions draw talent to Siberia. Today, working north isn't about leaving your comfort zone. It's about city life perks and career growth in Russia's most important industry.